How's it going, everyone? I'm Slav-in-a-tor-ski, and welcome to the channel. For my new viewers, welcome, and my continuing viewers that are returning, thank you for stopping by. I always appreciate your support. And as usual, you find this video helpful or informational, likes always appreciated, and comment away. Alright, got past all the intro. So most of you guys that have been watching my channel probably know what's coming up next. I'm going to start up my comparison series of the Taurus GX4 versus the previous four that I compared. In this case, it's going to be the Ruger Max 9, since they're in the same category. Going to stick them side by side, get a real good comparison, get them up close so you guys can see them. So if you're trying to make up your mind, maybe that'll help you a little bit, so you can actually see them side by side. My opinion on them for what it's worth, and I don't know, just see all the different features and stuff like that. So I'm going to insert my shameless plug like usual, and as soon as that's done, we'll open up the boxes and get into it. If you're interested in learning more about the channel, you can follow me at Twitch, where I drop my gaming content and stream regularly, Instagram, to find out more about me personally and what I do in my day-to-day life, Twitter, where I'm usually posting links from the Share with Friends option from Classics contests, and Facebook as another outlet to share the content that I'm dropping regularly. And as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell and enable all notifications to see the most current content dropping. Alright, so I've got the GX4 on the left, the Ruger Max 9 on the right. I'm going to go ahead and unload these and show you what comes in the box right off the bat. As you can see, Taurus put a little bit more cash into the packaging, it looks like to me, because you get this nice plastic box versus this cardboard one, so that's a big difference I see right off the bat. But I'm not going to take the time to unload these on camera. I'm going to use the power of editing once again to put the main items on top. We're not going to worry about the papers and stuff. If you want to know what papers and books come with these, their own individual reviews will show you that. But just the main components everyone's concerned about is what I'm going to show. Alright, is everybody ready? 1, 2. Alright, so here we go. Everything that came in the box that's important, minus the books, locks, things like that. As you can see on the left, Taurus GX4. On the right is the Ruger Max 9. So, with the GX4, we'll start with that one. You, of course, get the GX4 itself. I need to clean this off. It's still dirty. I have not actually cleaned it. You get that. You get 2 Mech-Gar magazines, made in Italy. Both of these are 11 rounders. Good magazines. They have the dirt cutouts on the side, so it lowers the chance of them getting hung up. And you get 2 flat flush base plates. You can purchase additional base plates through Taurus's website, but it's kind of a bummer that it didn't come with maybe an extra one, or one of them being flat, one of them being a pinky extension. Anyways, you also get another back strap that's a little bit bigger than the one installed. And you get a keychain. It's a mini GX4. With a surprising amount of detail, but it also doubles as the takedown tool, so that's kind of cool. You can see right off the bat you get a little bit more swag than you do with the Ruger, but let's go ahead and jump into the Ruger. Here's the Max 9. You might already see some differences that you're thinking, oh, that's nice. You do get an extended butt plate for your mag right here. It's mainly for a pinky extension. But you also get 1 10-round mag, so that's a little bit less than Taurus. Remember, those were 11. So you get 1 10-rounder. And yes, I did try fitting 11 in just to see if I could. You can't. And you get one, it looks like it's 10-rounder, but it's actually a 12-rounder because it has an extended butt plate on it. This allows you to get the +2 in there. Plus it helps with the pinky, so you can actually get a good grip on there. Same thing as the Taurus, you have the cutouts on the sides for sand, things like that. Let me get that zoom to actually work. These are nickel plated, so they feed really well. These slide in and out very nicely. Very, very good magazines, I think. If I had to choose between the two, I do honestly think the Ruger magazines are a little bit nicer. But that's not to beat these up, because I actually really am a big fan of Mech-Gar magazines. I haven't had any issues with them in the past. My opinion could change if I get a crummy one, but I also like nickel plating on things. It's a little bit smoother, like if you listen, hear that? Hear the difference? Exactly. Nickel plating is a little bit smoother, so things kind of brush against each other better. You can't hear it, so it'll feed a little bit better in here, I think. Plus that little groove for the sand is a bit longer, so you probably have less issues with dirt and stuff like that with the Ruger Max 9's magazines. So that kind of gives you an idea there. Now, instead of cutting like I usually do, I'm going to try to do some of these freeform and long. I'm getting a little bit better at not stuttering all over myself like that. So let's start with the GX4. Let me go ahead and wipe this off, since I keep refusing to do so, apparently. Alright, here we go. The Taurus GX4. Get all the dirt off of it. Very nice, fits in the hand well. Good, compact, not too heavy, feels good. You'll notice right off the bat there is no manual safety of any sort. There is not, I'm going to go over the cons first. There is not a front rail. I would kind of like that, but there is not one here, unfortunately. The sights, you have a front, and just so you know, because I want to get this focused, both of these are safe. There's nothing going on there. Come on, focus. There we go. The front sight is just a single dot. It is metal. The rear sight is blacked out and serrated, so it makes acquisition pretty easy. You see how it's kind of focusing there? There you go. The butt plate is kind of cool, reminiscent of a Glock. Has the Taurus logo on it, kind of like that. We're going over the pros now. Front and rear slide serrations. That's always nice. Decent trigger guard with a little spot. If you put your finger up here, it kind of comes out a bit. No serrations though. That would have been nice. You have a grip panel on either side and one on the front and back. The back strap is interchangeable. Super grippy, super textury. I do like this. It's reminiscent of the TX22's lower. The trigger is nice, but these do not have the second strike capability of the other G series, like the G2C, G3C. It's just one and done, but it is a really nice trigger. We will go over the trigger later. I almost jumped right into it. Slide catch, slide release. People like to see if you can do this. I get requests on that, and yes, you can. Very easily, as you saw. Magazine release is reversible. I don't know what's going on with focus today. Sorry about that, guys. Very nice. Viewport to see if the chamber is loaded. So not bad at all. Decent magwell. Not too squishy. So I like that. Plus, I like these. Maybe it's just me being a nerd, but I do like the shape of these magazine releases, these kind of triangle looks. I do like that. Alright, let's get into the Ruger Max 9. You might see some big pluses right off the bat. Some things might be a plus in my book and not in yours. But let's go over the cons first. The cons on this are not too many. The grip, there is not an interchangeable backstrap like the other one, but honestly, it's okay as long as the grip feels good, and this grip does feel very good. You do have serrations on the front, so that's actually a pro. Come on, phone. This is my Galaxy S20 I'm recording on today. It is being difficult. I don't think it likes me anymore. The front part here, there is no pick rail, no rail or anything for you to put any lights or lasers on, so that's a big negative in my book. You do have the port on top for a loaded chamber indicator. Front and rear slide serrations, that's always nice. Magazine release is reversible. Actually, I have a video on that. Let's see, the slide catch, slide release. You can. It is more difficult to do that on this one than it is the GX4. I will say that. There is a actual frame-mounted safety on here. You do get a manual safety. The GX4 doesn't even offer that yet. So that is an option if you do like those. I like them myself. The sights. Let's go on the sights. I love this front sight. This is one of my favorite front sights. You have a fiber optic, and you have the glow-in-the-dark capabilities in there. So it's a night sight and a day sight. What more could you ask for? I have this on my own personal carry that I use all the time. That is my HK-P30SK. You do have an optics plate here, so you can mount an optic if you wanted to. A couple options on that. I do like that. The rear sight, though, it kind of has that U sight for the rear sight. I kind of feel like they should have put some paint in there, make it bright white and high vis, but maybe they wanted to go with the blacked out look. I prefer the paint myself, so that depends on preference, I would suppose. But yeah, so you see some pros and cons on the features right there. I think I already said that's reversible. Super textury. So very grippy, very nice. I do like the kind of design that they put in there. Very, very nice. So let's see. If we go over both of them, the features are pretty similar. I did not go over the trigger on this one. It also does not have the dual strike capability. Just single action only there, guys. Alright, so if I went over the features just based off of that, I'm going to go with the Ruger Max 9 simply because I love the fact it comes with my favorite front sight. That is literally my favorite front sight that I've liked out of all the types I've tried. I love that. It actually has an option for a safety, which in my book is always a huge plus. I know there's a lot of guys out there that hate manual safeties. I'm one of the people that likes them. So for me, that's a big plus on that. And I know you can get them with or without. So that's not a problem. Although I am pretty sure down the road this one will have an option for it. I don't see them not putting an option on there for it. So we'll see. But yeah, I do actually kind of prefer this one a little bit over that when it comes to just the features. I do think this is more feature heavy, and this has fewer features. Now, as a counter to that, we're going to go over price point. So the GX4 runs around 4. The Ruger Max 9 runs around 5. I've been seeing it actually a little bit cheaper now and dropping down to like 460, 470. So it is coming down a bit, so I'm pretty sure this one will come down as well. I believe this one was just under 4 when I grabbed it. But if you're looking for a little bit, to save a little bit of cash, the GX4 definitely wins, because honestly, the feel on it, if I go with the quality of feel, I'm going to have some people hate me on this, and I know I am, and I apologize in advance, but I honestly like the feel of the Taurus better in my hands. It does feel better. It has a more comforting feel between the two. The grip is, in my opinion, a little bit more ergonomic. I like the trigger better. It feels better. So let's go ahead and do that. Since I mentioned it, let's get into the trigger. If you want to see the full weight of the trigger, I do have a Lyman trigger gauge. I did test that in their own individual reviews, so you can see there. But right now I'm just going to go over hand feel. I know, it's super professional here. But as you saw, I just charged it. You do have that trigger blade safety right there, so let's go ahead and feel out that trigger. A small amount of take up to right there. Brake, it is a little heavy, but I kind of like that, especially if there's no safety. Let's listen for that reset. Right there. Listen, it's super quiet. Right there. Oop. I caught it just a little bit ahead. You can barely hear it. There it was. So I really like that trigger, actually. That's pretty nice. I want to get that to the range and try it out and see what that trigger feels like actually shooting it. Ruger Max 9. This has been a little bit of a criticism from me, but you do have that trigger blade safety, just like the other one. So nothing happens unless you depress that. A bunch of take up till you get to here. And there is kind of a spongy wall. Let's show you the reset while we have a chance. It resets at the beginning of that wall. So take up, nothing going on until here. Brakes at the end of that wall. So it's a bit of a spongy wall with a brake at the end instead of just a nice crisp, clean brake. Maybe some people prefer that kind of a trigger. Myself, I like that nice, crisp, clean brake. My hands aren't the steadiest. So nice, crispy, clean, and not having to keep pulling and waiting, and then it goes. I do prefer that. So maybe a lot of people agree with me. Maybe hardly anyone will. We'll see. Let me know in the comments section. As far as triggers go, I'm definitely going to lean towards the GX4. I do prefer that much, much more. As far as accessories go on these, you can pick up accessories for both. You have a bunch of options for both. Taurus just dropped a ton of accessories right off the bat for this, so I'm going to put that as a wash. Just find the accessories that you want and go with. I already found a front sight to put on there to give it a night sight, so I don't think we'll have any problems there. And it was only about 30 bucks. Hopefully it's not a piece of trash. But yeah, I digress. As far as accessories go, that's going to be just what you're going to see there. Alright, so what is the next portion? Yes, we want to go over the weight of these. I will cut away for that. Alright, so I'm just going to weigh both of these. If you do want to actually see what they weigh with loaded magazines, because I'm not going to do that this time, their individual reviews, as always, will have those. But for now, we're going to start with the Taurus, move our way to the Ruger. You kind of get an idea on the weight. I'm just going to weigh some empty mags for some fun. 1.9 ounces for the Taurus mag. 2.2 ounces for the Ruger mag. For the fat Ruger mag, it's 2.4. Alright, no one really cares about that. We want the actual weight of the items themselves. So, GX4. You're looking at 1 pound, 0.6 ounces. For the Max 9, 1 pound, 0.3 ounces. So you see that? 1 pound, 0.3 ounces. 1 pound, 0.6. The GX4 is actually a little bit heavier than the Ruger. So if you're considering weight, that GX4 is actually going to weigh a bit more than the Ruger does. So that's kind of interesting to take that into account, I think. I was actually kind of expecting the Ruger to weigh more. So while we're at it, let's look at the size comparison there. See how the Ruger, it seems like it's a little bit wider, but I don't think it's that much wider. If it is a little bit longer. Let's put these both on the tops. The GX4 actually is a little bit taller. Well, in the front it's taller, I should say. The back of the Max 9 kind of equals that out there. I was looking at this part first. But the back part is kind of equal, it looks like. You see the difference in the trigger guards, how they're shaped differently. And then the frames, how all that feeds on the bottom. And what they look like side by side if you're kind of looking down the sights. You get an idea there. So I do kind of prefer the Taurus when it comes down to that sight picture. Reminiscent of a Glock. I shoot really well with Glocks, even though I know you guys have never seen a Glock on this channel. I do actually shoot well with them. I think they're good tools. They're absolutely nothing special in my opinion, but they're good at what they do. But yeah, I kind of lean towards the Taurus on that. But as you saw, the Ruger is lighter, so if you're super concerned about a couple point of an ounce, then definitely consider the Ruger. It is going to save you some weightage, tonnage, weight, ounceage. I don't know, it's going to be lighter. Alright, so now comes the difficult part of all these videos, is deciding which one you would go if you had to choose between the two. That's a tough choice. I like both of these, honestly. I really do. I absolutely love the front sight on the Ruger, but I absolutely love the feel of the Taurus. Tough choice. Alright, if I was going to choose one to stick with, honestly, I would stick with the Taurus. I do like the feel of it better in my hand. I know it does not have a manual safety, which is a big thing on me, but it just feels really good, and that's another reason I want to get it to the range, to see if that decision of mine changes. I know I haven't been putting up any range footage. My time is limited. I'm trying to get out there, but when I do get out there, I plan on bringing quite a few of these in a box and just shooting them all at once and getting my range review out that way. Shoot them all in the same day so I can accurately compare them to each other too, and get it all done in one day so I save a little bit of cash, and maybe, well, I won't save any ammo. I'll be blowing through it then, but it gives you an idea what I'm trying to do here. Just trying to save it up and do it all at one time. I don't get out to the range as much as I nearly should. I know I'm probably rusty and my accuracy is not going to be where it's supposed to be, but we will see when I get out there. But yeah, I know I probably upset half of you, but I would probably lean towards the Taurus on this one. Not shying away. If somebody gave me a Ruger Max 9, I'd keep that thing in a heartbeat. So I'm not saying either one of these are bad. I would kind of lean that way. Let me know what you think in the comments section. Do you hate my decision? Would you kind of agree with me? What do you think? Because I honestly do like both of these. I think they're both great. I mean, obviously, I still have it. I still have both of them. I think they're both great. They're good options. And I think whichever one you're interested in yourself, you should just go and pick it up. It's worth it. And you need to, keep yourself safe, keep your family safe. You'll have all of that going. And especially if you don't have one yet, go ahead and pick one up. Whichever one you think you would like better. If you can get in the store and get your hands on both, get that hand feel. That's very appropriate, or I should say very important, to get your hands on these and actually feel them and see which one actually feels better in your hand. I always kind of lean away from telling people for their first purchase, ordering online. I don't think it's a good idea. You don't get to play with it in your hands. You don't get to see it. You don't get that experience. Go in the store, a local shop, buy one from the shop for your first one. You get that full experience. You know what it's like. You get to try a couple out, see which one you like the most. Just go from there. But anyways, I'm getting off track like I always do. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on both of these down in the comment section. Do you like them both? Do you hate them both? Do you like one over the other? Let me know. Does something kind of make one push over the other one in your opinion? I'd like to know that too. I love the discussions and all the opinions you guys put in the comments. I like them, and I love them all because I love the discourse we have. Even if you don't agree with me, I love it because a lot of you make great points as to why you didn't agree with my decision. And I can see things from another point of view. So I think it's kind of cool seeing what you guys say and kind of talking with you all a little bit in there too. And it seems like the trolls are gone, and of course now that I've said that, one will show up, but that's how it goes. You feed the troll, they do show up there. We'll see what happens. I'm sure somebody will make some smart remark. But yeah, that's all I got. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And I want to thank everyone that stopped by to watch, and I hope you did like it. Don't forget to toss those comments and thoughts down at the comment section. I hope everyone out there stays safe. Keep your family safe. Don't give up on your goals. Things are looking like they're getting a little better. I have a feeling they're actually going to get tougher before the end of the year. Something's going to happen. I can feel it in my blood. I don't know what it is. But just keep your head on a swivel. Stay safe. Stay out of areas that are high danger areas. Just, I don't know, something tells me something's going to happen. I hope I'm wrong. I love it when I'm wrong. I absolutely do, because that means things are good. But I do want everyone to stay safe. I don't wish anything horrible on anyone. I mean, unless they've like really gone against me, but none of y'all have done that. I'll just save that to certain people in my own personal life that I have issues with. All right, now, speaking on that, for quotes, it is hard to get rid of grudges and stuff in the past. They can hold you back from your goals. So one of the things that you should actually think about is trying to let them go when you can, and if you absolutely cannot let go of one, try to put it on the back burner, file it away in that storage cabinet, way in the back of your brain so you don't think about it, so you can focus on yourself. I'm guilty of it too. I have held grudges on stuff in the past, crappy things that have happened to me by crappy people, and it's going to happen no matter what you do. You can't change it, so there's no sense in letting them eat up too much of your brain time or your brain energy or whatever, or even your emotional energy. It's not worth it, because they win in the end if you let them take up all the energy. So try to focus away. I know it's difficult. I mean, I like to feed the trolls every now and then too. I understand, but this is advice I'm giving to you and myself at the same time. It's just try to not focus on negativity and focus on positivity, because positivity is the way things are built. Negativity just destroys everything. So focus on it that way. Again, like I said, I'm guilty of it too, so I'm not judging anybody. Just trying to help you out. Same way I'm trying to help myself out. It's not easy someday, guys, and I know you know that. Alright, so again, soapbox time done. But remember, everybody, keep active, stay strong. I'll talk to you again in the next video, and I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know in the comment section.